Hello lovelies, and welcome to my first layout with the fabulous April Kitaholic Kits. So I was invited to be a guest DT this month, and it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this kit. This kit is right up my alley, and I think the lovely Steph knew that. I do a lot of boy layouts. I have 2 sons, I've got 4 nephews, and only 1 niece. So yeah, it's very boy dominated household, and yeah, so I tend to do a lot of boy scrapping. So this layout with the gorgeous Cocoa Vanilla Legendary stuff is just right up my alley. So I've had a lot of fun with this kit. Now this was the first layout I had made with this kit, and it was really hard in a way because it was the first layout I'd done. I had all the pretty papers to choose from, so it was very hard to try and limit my, just to pick from this fabulous collection and kit and pick something. But I decided on this one because I knew I wanted to build up my layers behind my photo and try and get something really bright happening. So I didn't actually have a picture printed on photo paper because I'm out of photo ink and I hadn't been to the shops. So I used my my printer and like some cardstock. So I've just I printed it off in 2 sizes because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to use this bright star paper as well. So this is my nephew. This is my youngest nephew, I should say. He's 10 months old, and this is him in the bath, and they have these brightly coloured letters that stick to the bathtub. They're made from foam. Well, my nephew loves to munch on them, and I can't help but take pictures. Well, okay, in all honesty, I stick the letters to him because for some reason they stick to him really well, but not my niece. So I stick them all over him. So the letter on his head and his belly, that was from me, and he likes to munch on the ones that he can get to, and it was just too cute not to take a photo. So that's the photo I'm using today, and because I have those bright rich colours in those alphabets, I really wanted to bring in some of those bright rich colours from the papers and from the die cuts. So I've used that star paper, which is why it has a fatter border. Like I've matted it, as you can see, I've matted it on some white cardstock and then 2 pattern papers. I have on purpose left a bigger border around my photo with the star paper so you can see more of it and it brings in more of that bold colour. Now I'm going through the die cut pack, and even though this there's a lot of that blue and grey in here, if you have a look, there are some of these really rich, bright colours of the stars and the orange, the green and the yellow. So I'm going through and getting out all of these to tie in some of those bold, bright colours from the edges of the pattern paper that I've chosen, and also from the star paper in the background. Sorry about all the noise. The boys were all excited because Daddy just got home. So I'm trying to get my video finished. So now I'm going to finally adhere my photo and all the layers down. I am going to pop it up on some foam because I like dimension, especially when I know I've got a lot going on in the background embellishment wise, or in this case die cut wise, because it's just going to give it some dimension so it's not all 2D. So because I'm sticking down those stars and they're going to be 2D, I wanted to bring some dimension in. So I'm using some foam. I just use regular craft foam that I buy from just the cheapy shop. I buy it in little packets, and then I'm just using double-sided tape to adhere it down. If I do any mixed media, I will use a wet glue to adhere it down, or gel medium or something, but because there's no mixed media or anything on this layout, I'm just going to use double-sided tape, and that is going to do the job. So then I'm going to put all my die cut stars around. I'm starting with these big ones here. This little one I'm going to pop up with some foam as well, again to add some dimension, just to give me varying bits of dimension with all my embellishments, because I'm going to have, not embellishments, sorry, but the die cuts, because I'm going to have a fair few floating around. I wanted to mix it up and put a bit of dimension in. I'm using a stapler to adhere the stars down, one because I tucked them under my photo mat, and I knew if I picked them up they would never go back where I had placed them. I am notorious for that. I will put things down, love where they go, and then when I go to adhere them and pick them up and put them back, they never go back in the same place. To get around that, I used a stapler. So, and plus I really like using a stapler on my boy layouts as another embellishment as well. So not only is it an adhesive of sorts, it's also, I use it as a design element as well. So I really do enjoy including staples on my boy layouts. So now I'm trying to figure out what else to add to this layout. I'm wondering if I can add another die cut piece, but I really liked the stars. At first I thought it was too empty with just the stars. I thought I might need more, but in the end, I really like it. I love the bright colors of the stars, and stars are one of my favorite boy embellishments. I'm not quite sure why. I just really like stars for my boy layouts. So I'm just going to add this little tab here. I'm trying to embellish and make my clusters, but yeah, in the end, I'm just going to adhere these stars. I'm going to use work glue for the rest of these stars, and I'm just going to scatter them around in places, just random places. Really try and keep my clusters together so I just don't have random free-flowing stars by themselves. If you can see, I'm still trying to keep them in those two clusters, and yeah, that's going to be how I'm going to put these down. If you've seen any of my videos or any of my projects in the past, you'll know that I love bright, bold colours. Pastels aren't really my thing, vintage isn't my thing, but bold, bright, yeah, this is my thing. This collection and this kit is definitely right up my alley. So I'm going to try and add a bit more, a few more pieces to it, because again, when there's no mixed media, I feel like it's missing something or that it's not finished. Obviously, I do too much mixed media, and I'm saying that with quote marks. I'm making air quotes because there's no such thing, but clearly I don't scrap clean and simple layouts enough, because I always feel like something's missing, or that I haven't finished it, or that it's just not quite right. So I think that's my problem. I think by trying to do a clean and simple layout, well, by not doing them enough without mixed media, when I do them, it feels a little weird to me. So I think that's what my problem was. Maybe I just need to do a few more layouts like this. So I hadn't decided on a title as yet, but I did go through the sticker sheet and find the little word stickers. I love these things. They're fantastic, and I love that the sticker sheet comes with them themed to the collection. So I decided to add a few around to my clusters of my stars, and in the end I don't add a title. I use these. I really like how they draw your eye to my clusters, and also, say something about the photo. So I'm just going to add a scribbly border because I think it really helps the layout. In the end, you don't see me do it, but I actually mat this on a darker piece of pattern paper, which I think really finishes off the layout. I do go back in and do my scribbly border again, but having that it backed on that darker piece really finished it off. So because I couldn't help myself, I had to add some black splatters. It doesn't count as mixed media, I think, but it needed to be done. And that's pretty much it for the layout. So I finally got this voiceover finished, and as you can see, there is my finished piece with that pattern paper border. So I hope you've liked the video, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.